All right, guys, I'm going to show you how to make a texturized 3D model like this based off of the model you designed in 3D and then texturizing using Meshy.ai. So if we look at my 3D model, here, this is the actual model that I built. And then I'm going to export this whole thing, export as STL. So I'm going to export the STL file. I'm going to put it in my 3D models folder in my Project-X folder so that I can find it. And then I'm going to head over to Meshy. Log in. I'm going to go to Workspaces up here in the top left, and I'm going to choose AI texturing. What this wants is my model. So I'm going to find my model. If I go to my 3D models, I should have my model here. I have TinkerCad for print, and I'm just going to upload my STL model to there, and I'm going to hit continue. And so Mesh is going to do some processing. Wow, that was quick. Didn't really have to process much. There's my model. Now what I'm going to do is I want to texture this. So it automatically opens the texturing window over here, but you can always hit texture here, and that should show up if it's not there. So we're not going to use text input. We don't want it to randomly generate its own texture. We're going to give it the image, right? This is the image we created, whether it was in Photoshop, whether you drew it by hand, or whatever you did to get that image. So I'm going to go to my image, which is back here. Inside AI Ideation, I'm going to grab the hero prop concept image. And here's my finalized photoshopped image. I'm just going to drag that in there. And we're going to choose Meshy 4. We need to choose Meshy 4. If we don't, it won't be able to download the model. This is a free plan, so we need Meshy 4. Meshy 6 is amazing. It's worlds better, but it costs money. And this is just going to be a small little example of a 3D model that's texturized. Okay, so I'm going to hit texture, and it's going to do its thinking. It's going to use my 10 credits, and eventually over here on the right, it's going to show me my texturized model. It's thinking over here. Now, obviously, I've already done this, so here's the model I uploaded. Here is the final result. Now, this is Meshy 6. This can't be downloaded, unfortunately. You have to have a pro account. Can I try? Nope. Can't do it. Looks really cool, though. So if you want to see what it would look like in Meshy 6, you can do that. You just can't download it. But I went ahead and generated one with Meshy 4 over here. It's not bad. That's pretty good. For a fully texturized model that I created, I like it. So I'm going to download this, and I'm going to download it as a USDZ file format. USDZ stands for, I don't know if I remember this, Universal Scene Description. What's the Z for? I don't know. USDZ file, maybe it's like 3D, like Z is the Z axis in 3 dimensions. I don't know. But it's a Universal Scene file created by Pixar, and it houses all kinds of things, lighting, textures, models, animations, all kinds of stuff, and it's supposed to be this all-encapsulating document that we can create 3D models, and they'll be usable everywhere. So this specific file type of USDZ, you could throw it into an Apple Vision Pro or Quest 3, or look it on your iPhone, or you name it. Even on here on Mac, if I open up a 3D model itself on the computer, a USDZ file, it actually just opens on the computer and I can look at it. That's pretty cool, very handy. All right, that is how you create that USDZ file. Goodbye.